Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the coffee house. What are you in the mood for? Your budget's a bit too tight. We got just the coffee for you. It's actually today's special. So, it's a college budget-friendly coffee. You know what this is. So, without any further ado, let's get to it. Let's make us some coffee. This is an easy enough coffee to make with some simple ingredients. Of course, you need your coffee of choice. Then you're gonna need just your simple college staple, your favorite flavor of ramen. And you need something to break up that ramen.
So it's a 3-ingredient recipe, I guess. So you're just gonna smash it like Bruce Banner at a frat party during his youth, if you get what I'm saying. Just beat it up. Who's bringing sexy back? This ramen right here. Cry me a river!
Let's get ready to grind!
I remember once back, I was just out of high school and we made a whole spaghetti pot full of ramen. I think it was like 6 packages, 7 packages. And it was just eggs, ramen, and I think that was about it, because that was all we could afford at the time. It was good times, good memories. Anyone out there still eating ramen? Let me know in the comments below what your favorite flavor is. You just gotta grind it up till you get Scarface excited. And then you're gonna dump it into some kind of holding receptacle. It's gonna take maybe 2 grinds to get the whole ramen.
We're saving this for later. And we do it again.
You grind me up, grinder, and you never stop. Oh yeah, just grind it up. Kind of reminds me of my dandruff when I scratch my head a lot. You know, that's about the same amount that I would get from my head into this cup. Coffee time! You know, you gotta put your filter in. If you don't know that by now, how are you even alive? So you pour your ramen right in there, the noodles. So you're gonna wanna do 2 handfuls probably of coffee. You wanna get as much coffee flavor in there as possible. But in between handfuls, you wanna stir it in so that you get a nice even distribution of ramen to coffee. If you come across any ramen lumps while you're stirring it in, just take them out and break them up. They're super easy to crumble, just like the ego of any Instagram influencer. Now remember that chili flavor that we saved from later? Now's later. So you're gonna only use about half of the flavor packet because you don't want it to get overwhelmingly salty. You're gonna leave the overwhelming salt for all the social justice warriors and all the Karens of the world. And yeah, you mix it in yet again. When it looks like, I don't know, the seasoning for a chicken, nice and powdery and mixed up and colorful, you're ready to add your water. You don't know how to add water yet? You just pour in water into the basin. Drink up, baby. And now we brew! Brew time!
Alright, so at this point it's stop brewing. You might think, oh, that doesn't look like all the liquid I put in. You mean all that for half a pot of coffee? Well, you put it into noodles. The noodles inside of there, they're probably all inflated. Order up! Honestly, it smells just like ramen. It looks a lot like a tea, a nice amberish color. Last but not least, once you have the coffee in front of you, you take some of the remaining chili powder from before, and you just kind of sprinkle it on top. So you don't really smell any of the coffee whatsoever. You would just think that this is like the liquid from a bowl of ramen someone gave you. But now let's see if it tastes any different, or if I'm just gonna drink soup. Soup is good for you, so this has to be good for me. To my health! Wow, that is remarkably flavorless. But you know, it does have that subtle hint of the soup. And it's so minor, but there's a little bit of the coffee taste. There's something pleasing about that. Sadly, because most of the flavors did not come through, I am going to give this vaguely ramen-flavored hot water a 4 out of 10.
Bada bing, bada boom.
It's not bad. It's really not good either. It's hot water. I wanted it to have more flavor. I wanted more of that ramen taste or the coffee taste. But really, this is a very bland drink. It's just mostly hot water that's been color changed to a really pretty color. But yeah, it's as sad as my college budget was. Well, until next time, my Java junkies, remember, stay up! That feeling when you check your bank account balance and it's got $1 left, that's what this tastes like. Very unremarkable and kind of upsetting. Wow! For those of you who are curious as to where all of the liquid went, here it is. Look, I made a steamed dumpling!
Wiggle!
Wiggle, I guess.
Feels like I don't even know.
It's like I gave birth to an alien. Did I make a flan? I gotta know. What do you taste like? It's like a dough made out of ramen noodles. It's all raw on the inside, moist on the outside. You know, it actually tastes a bit like a pastry. It's not bad. Smells like a yeast infection.